Most dietary lipids are consumed in the form of triglycerides, which are composed of a glycerol backbone and three fatty acid tails. Lipids are hydrophobic molecules that are insoluble in water. In the aqueous environment of the digestive tract, lipids clump together to form large globules. Pancreatic lipase is a water-soluble enzyme that digests lipids, but is only able to access the surface of the lipid droplet. To increase the surface area of lipid available for pancreatic lipase interaction and consequently speed up the rate of digestion, lipid globules are broken down into smaller droplets in a process called emulsification. Gastrointestinal motility mechanically disrupts large lipid globules, reducing their size and increasing the area of oil-water interface. Once in the small intestine, lipid droplets are stabilized by interaction with emulsification stabilizer molecules found in bile. Bile salts and phospholipids are amphipathic components of bile. They have a hydrophobic domain that interacts with the lipid droplet and a hydrophilic domain that interacts with the aqueous environment surrounding the droplet. This coating allows suspension of insoluble lipids in water and prevents emulsion droplets from reassociating and forming a large lipid globule. Emulsion droplets interact with pancreatic secretions, which begin triglyceride digestion. Pancreatic lipase is a digestive enzyme active only at the surface of each emulsion droplet, and it is held in place on the lipid droplets by the cofactor colipase. Pancreatic lipase then breaks down triglycerides into monoglycerides and fatty acids. After digestion, monoglycerides and fatty acids associate with bile salts and phospholipids to form micelles. Micelles are much smaller than emulsion droplets and also contain fat-soluble vitamins and cholesterol. Micelles act to transport the poorly soluble monoglycerides and fatty acids to the surface of the enterocyte where they can be absorbed. Micelles constantly break down and reform, feeding a small pool of monoglycerides and fatty acids that are in solution. These free fatty acids and monoglycerides are primarily absorbed by diffusion across the nonpolar plasma membrane. Inside the enterocyte, monoglycerides and fatty acids are wreath synthesized into triglycerides within the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Triglycerides, cholesterol, and fat-soluble vitamins are packaged into chylomicrons, which are lipoproteins designed to transport the lipids. Chylomicrons are released by exocytosis across the basolateral surface of the enterocyte, where they enter the lymphatic capillaries contained within each villus, called lacteals. Chylomicrons then flow into the circulation via the lymphatic vessel, which drains into the general circulation.